Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Blue Butterfly Studio. My name is Meredith, and if you have seen any of the previous videos that I posted and you just kind of saw it on your Facebook by a friend and you decided to support, or you just kind of stumbled upon them and you're just like, who is this girl? Where does she come from? And what is it about all those lemons? And when you go back to my videos, the only thing you see is this.
Hello!
Oh my god. Well, this video, I'm gonna be answering some of those questions. So today, I'm gonna be talking to you about my art journey and how I got here. So everything started, or it basically started when I created my YouTube account, which was back in 2018, and I created it because my sister had insisted a lot that I should create a YouTube channel for my art stuff and kind of sharing that idea. And at the moment, I didn't, I wasn't that interested in YouTube, and I honestly didn't watch it as much as my sister did. So I didn't understand it. Then she started showing me all this animation from shading animations, the odd ones out, and I was just like, impressed by all these artists that were creating animations in the platform of YouTube. And I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know this existed. And suddenly it became like a very fun idea to start creating YouTube videos. And I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do animation. At the moment, I was finishing my first 2 years at my community college, and I studied psychology and then switched it up to graphic design. So by the end of that year, I had a lot of courses on graphic design specifically. So when I went to my university, when I transferred to my university, I wanted to go in for animation, and that's what I was going for. After the first year of having some animation classes, I I realized that animation it's so time consuming. So time consuming. It's crazy how much time you put into that. And while I did get this done, it just took me forever to do it. And while I did other animations, I just never posted them anymore because I just never finished them. So by the end of the first year that I was at the university in art school, I decided that maybe animation was not the way to go. I didn't like spending a lot of time where I only created something so short, and while it was very satisfying, I just didn't think that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I have so much admiration for everyone who is doing animation and is creating this by themselves because as I did more research into it, into the animation industry, animation studios have a whole team working on it. Um, Either way, I was I was definitely not going for animation anymore. The good thing about the art school that I went to is that the program they offered, they called it illustration and design. It was the illustration and design program, and what that means is that it was not animation specific, which means that I was not losing any credits or not losing anything for switching it up. In fact, they just kind of give you a round of different options. And that's when I really understood these other type of art that I wasn't really aware of, which is illustration. This is kind of like the visual storytelling art, animation falls on that. But there's also comics, there's also character design, there's also all these other things uh, that I just wasn't aware of being part of an art career. I can talk about more about the art school program that I went to. If that is something you guys want to hear about, let me know in the comments and I can do like a complete separate video on that. Once I decided animation was probably not the way to go for me, I just kind of focused on all the other classes that I was having, all my other illustration classes, like illustration, painting illustration, um, figure illustration, all the really good stuff. And my teacher, my illustration teacher, used to tell us a lot to find our niches in our art. And that was something, it was really hard for me to find. And I think I'm finding it right now, but at the moment, it just didn't feel like it. And in the moment that I decided animation might not be the way to go, I tried going for a comic path since I'm a huge fan of Sarah Anderson and I've been following her comics ever since she started. And you know, again, that's something that I was like, I want to do that. Kind of just did a lot of character design and stories. And if I look back into my portfolio later, everything was so different. Every semester I changed very drastically. So it's really hard to tell what my style back then was, but I knew that I liked doing stories and I knew that I liked creating characters, and that's basically what I started doing. I started also trying the medium of watercolor because I that was something I was always interested in. And those are the videos I started posting on YouTube because I literally had nothing else to post. So those last videos were just me of painting. And as I look back into my videos, you never saw my face on them. I was very shy and I didn't want people seeing me. So I just kind of kept it on a way that my face would have been shown and it was only my voice, and that's almost unbearable. But here we are. By the end of art school, I had a very good idea of what I wanted to do, and I wanted to become an illustrator, and I just wanted to create characters and kind of doing a freelance. I was thinking of getting just a job and doing my business on the side, and that was very exciting for me. I graduated in December 2019, and in 2020 was when I had all these goals and expectations and just really going, really trying to get my business out there in the moment. And as we all know, that did not happen. 2020 was just no words. So again, if this is something you would like me to talk about, my 2020 story, I will be considering it, but we're not gonna be talking about that today. Um, so it is kind of obvious at this point that 2020 did not go the way I wanted to, and I just kind of didn't do art the whole year. I kind of fell back, didn't post anything. I kept my job that I got after graduation, and I just did that the whole year. But that was it. I was not motivated to do anything else, and I was just lost into what I wanted to do, and I just decided to take a break, a year-long break. By the end of the year, I started realizing that maybe it was a good idea to start thinking about what I wanted to do. So I started thinking about it really hard and thinking, I need new art supplies. I don't have any watercolor anymore. Like, what am I gonna do? What is it gonna do? And I just bought a couple of supplies, and this year, 2021, again, I got up and was like, I have to do it. I have to start doing it. If I just decide not to do it, then it's always gonna be a problem to get back up. The longer you stay down, I feel like the harder it's gonna get to get back up. So I just decided to do it, and I did it strongly than ever before. I completely resetted everything in my business. I changed my logo. I solidified the colors that I wanted for my business. I found a purpose for my business, which now is happy art and trying to spread this happiness, because if there is something I understood and I learned from 2020 is that we need more positive, we need more happy content in our lives. And I will be more than happy to deliver that. So, yeah, I decided that that was the way to go. And now I have a mission in my business, and I'm creating these characters that I think transmit that happiness or that kind of cute sense or something that you see and it just makes you smile. I think that's something very, very important. At least for me, I always go walking, and then if there's something cute, there's something like a flower on a window, like I don't know, it just makes my day a little bit better. And that is exactly my goal for 2021, transmit this to other people. And I feel like that's what's gonna make me very happy as well. So, yeah, this has been my art journey, and this is the reason why my videos were so different in such a little time, too. I feel like my style and my art is gonna keep evolving, keep growing, and it's gonna be changing a lot. And that's the reason I didn't erase any of them, because once I looked at them, I was like, this was part of me, and I was so proud of it in the moment that I posted this. And it's important to understand that it is a part of you. And even though you're in a different time right now and you have different interests, that what you did back then probably helped you on where you are right now. And yeah, so that's why now I'm trying to do these videos. I am showing my face, and I'm talking to the camera, and I think this is a way to transmit that happiness as well, and what I really want to accomplish with my business and my studio, and with all the artists, all the other artists that are doing this in the world. I think that's the overall goal. So thank you so much for listening to me. If this is something you really enjoyed, just let me know in the comments, and I can keep doing this kind of me talking about life experiences videos as an artist point of view, and I think that will be really fun. So just let me know, and please share this with your friends if you really like my work or you just wanna tell someone about this. I don't know. Just if you find this, um, if you got this far in this video and you really enjoyed, just clicking the share button could help me a lot to reach more people. And I'll thank you very much. So yes, thank you so much for staying this long, and I hope this wasn't boring and you all got something from it. And thank you again. I just wanted to also add a huge thank you to my Patreons that on the first week of launching they've been subscribing, and I am so thankful for them helping me out. Yeah, so if you're interested on joining my community, you can always just go to my Patreon website, and thank you if you do.